packing. Packing for my backpacking trip. Oh. Okay, yeah. Thought I would share this with you guys. This is mostly, well, anybody who cares. No, I don't take this. Thought it'd be funny. There goes the fan. Okay. This is very much for my friend who is going to embark on a trip with me. She would like to, maybe I shouldn't use her name. This is for my friend who has never been on a backpacking trip. She has done some bike packing, but yeah, probably a bit different, but she says she's tough as nails. Let's see, right? All right, girl. So what I am going to do is go through everything that I pack, but I'm going to do this in parts for videos because this video would be like super long and I'm long-winded, and I'll talk about, you know, some of the things, why I've made a decision in one way or another or whatever. So, yeah. So she's hoping to get some insights on what she should buy and that kind of stuff. So there it is. Okay, here's my disclaimer though, okay? I am not an ultralight backpacker. I don't really try to be ultralight for various reasons, and but I do try to cut weight wherever I can. So some people might look at what I'm taking and go like, what are you doing? Based on my experiences, this is what I want. So that's the way it is. So, all right, so let's start off with my sleeping bag. So some people do quilts, I do sleeping bags. Ta-da! I do use a down one. I've never used anything else, so I don't know what I'm missing if people are thinking that something else is better. I do enjoy this. It'll supposedly handle -9 Celsius, which is decently cold. I've never had to go down that far, maybe hit around -2 or 0 or something like that. I'm not sure if it would hold up because I'm hearing different things about people. It's just because it says a certain temperature doesn't mean that it's going to perform well at that temperature. I don't know what that's about. All I know is that when I use this, it's fine. So let's get rid of that, not hit the fan this time. My sleeping pad. So that ugly monstrosity that I came in jokingly with is not what I use. That's actually pretty luxurious in my opinion. So I just have something to take the edge off. I've looked at foam pads before, or whatever those skinny thin things are. I'm 50 this year. My muscles are like, no. I tried it and it took a lot of weight out of my pack, but no, I'm gonna spend my extra weight in the sleeping pad. This is just it's from MEC, which is like REI down in the States there. It is the women's version of the Reactor 3.8. Okay. By the way, MEC, I like to call it MEC, so I'm going to call it MEC from now on. So there is my sleeping pad, and it is self-inflatable. Got to top it up with your air, and I'm full of lots of hot air, so that works nicely for in the cold. Kidding. Okay. I do use a strap for that bad boy when I am packing it up. That's something people would be like, why, right? It's just for ease in the pack. And I had this weird thing in the back of my head saying like, what if I have a bleed and I have to compress it? I don't know, like, you know, like whatever, just anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about with that. Anyway, I just found from my experience, it's just easier on the packing. I try to save time on my packing in the morning because I want to get going, and it's just my way, guys. So anyone doesn't like it, they can love it. Okay, so in terms of sleep clothes, no cotton. So what I'm doing here, this is just the main part of my pack, and the bottom half. There'll be another video on the upper half. Let's see. So for sleeping, where is it? Where is it? I didn't organize anything. I have a beanie. Sometimes I don't use it, but sometimes where I go, it does get pretty cold. Like I said, I've been up around like -2 So something for my noggin, keep me warm. I do have a down jacket, okay, with a hood as well. So just that extra head protection heat-wise. And let's see what else I got. I use compression socks for sleeping. So I am a believer, firm believer, when I get into this clothing section here. With clothing, I learned the hard way once, where I read in some backpacking book, and it's a quite comical book, and I don't know if the dude was joking about this or not. I think he was serious, but when I did what he said, it didn't fit the criteria of or my conditions of where I went. So I'm going to really, really strongly emphasize that you do take sleep clothes. You need something dry. You need something that has zero cotton in it. That's the nutshell, okay? I had a hell of a time once with rain when the forecast was full sun for a whole week. No clouds, nothing, and it rained, and I was miserable. I was sleeping in my hiking clothes, just like he said, and I think even if it was full sun, I won't do that again. I want my dry clothes. So I use compression socks because I have some issues with my calves. I used to just take an extra pair of regular wool hiking socks, the exact ones that I use during the day, just dry ones, right? No cotton, just no cotton. And let's see what else I got here. I also have sleep underwear, no cotton, nope. One pair. So I, again, dry, right? I have my yucky wet ones during the day, and then I have a dry pair for at night. All right, next, what have I got? I've got a sweater. I used to not take one, and sometimes it's hit or miss if I'm going to. It's inside out, but anyway, I don't know what, oh no, it's 100% polyester. So nothing I have here is cotton. I'm gonna emphasize that again. No cotton, okay? No cotton, nothing. All right, so that's my sweater. My sleep pants. So inside out again. 100% polyester again. I bought this at Mac. These are the men's, because anything you buy for women in, well, people will disagree with me on this too, but not even just camping clothes. I find anything I buy, oh God, they make useless stuff for women. So men's, the woman's version of this, just like things like pockets, no zippers, and like the men's are like more useful. It's like, I'm gonna say the same thing about my hiking pants. There's no belt loops on the women's pants, like as if we don't need to have bear spray, like because we're women. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, so sleep pants. Now these are super warm. Like I am so super warm with what I've told you so far. And I don't always use the jacket, but or if I don't have the sweater, use the jacket. I am super duper warm. In fact, I've taken the sleeping bag right down to my waist at times. With these pants weigh a lot. What do they weigh? Like in my opinion, they weigh a lot. Where the hell is it? 164 grams. I think that's like a quarter of a pound-ish. Is it? I don't know. It's a lot. Oh no, that's not right. Oh, no. I don't have my, this is my new list. That's the ones I've replaced it with. Oh my God. Okay, so these are like super duper warm. Okay, so I thought, let's cut some weight down, because I'm always so warm, like almost too warm, like, complainy pants on my part, right? So I bought these other ones, which is polyester and spandex, no cotton. And they're meant to be as like a base layer, I guess, whatever, and I thought, well, that's all I need, because that sleeping bag is super awesome. It's amazing. And I'm always so warm. Great. So I tried it on Okanagan Mountain last year, and I was cold that first night. This was the only thing I did differently. I was cold. I pulled in everything I could into my sleeping bag to try and get rid of some of the air pockets. Still wasn't good enough, but it was better, right? I had my wet clothing in there from the day. It wasn't that wet at that point, but still. Oh my gosh, I had everything in there. Oh, so I'm on the fence with the pants situation. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there this year. Let's see. Okay, so men, all you boys can close your ears and close your eyes for a second here. I do bring this, just a liner. I bring one per night and one per day. There are reasons for that. and you know, it might be TMI, but like when I got home on my first successful trip, I smelled so bad because I'm conserving toilet paper and I was using nature stuff. And yeah, no, not doing that ever again without the liners. I'm sorry. I can't. That's a luxury item. And yes, it adds to the waste that I pack out. I don't care. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, so, and then with the sweat too, right? Like it all adds up together and makes a gross stench. So 2 per day, right? Nice dry ones for at night. Okay, then there's my phone charger. I have a little cord that hooks up to my power bank. All right, and so I have taken 2 power banks in the past. That'll make people cringe, but generally I just take one. I've had one where it just barely was enough. I'm like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that feeling of it's going to run out, it's going to run out. But the trail that happened on, I know it really well, so I'll only take 1 in this case, but I was using my GPS so much on that time. So yeah, it's not really needed to take 2, but sometimes I take 2. I also have a Zoleo satellite communicator. There's different ones that you can get, right? I use Zoleo. When I was looking at what's out there, I thought this is awesome. This is what I like. No, I don't. No, I don't. No. I don't put the Zoleo in with my sleep stuff. What am I talking about? No. I put the charger cable in there, not the Zoleo itself. The Zoleo itself is going to be in my, easy to reach areas. What was I doing? I saw Zoleo charger on the list there, and it automatically kind of went Zoleo. Let's see, for the price too, right? I was lucky. I got it for like $200 instead of $279, so I was really, really happy about that. Let's see. And then there's my headlamp. Now, I've always been looking at, maybe I can cut weight with this, maybe I'll take the strap out. Like, I played with different things. I'm leaving it the way it is. I've looked at ultralight options, and some of them were like supposedly ultralight, and they weighed more than this with the batteries in it. And I'm like, why? Why would I do that? I don't know. Like, maybe some of you can direct me to something that's better, but I'm also looking at costs, right? Yeah, so that's what I've got. It's only 97 grams with the batteries in it. I don't think that's terrible. It's all right. Then finally, the last thing that I have is with my power bank here. I keep a mini deck of cards. I have used it. I did take a 0 day one day, and it was nice. Like, I did immerse myself in nature and I loved it. I did that. I bring 1 or 2 pages of crosswords. Same thing. It was just nice to do those things outside, and but it's not like I did it all day, but it was just nice to have as a little activity, It was downtime. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. A couple of pieces of lined paper as well, because I will journal some stuff. And in terms of let's see. I do use a stuff sack, like a compression sack, for my sleeping bag, and that's where I stuff all my clothes in as well. That sucker, whoa, I can get it pretty compressed, which is great for space. It makes me cringe because of the feathers in my sleeping bag, but I do like what I get from it. The stuff sack itself is it's water resistant to a certain, amount of time. It's not waterproof, but yeah. Oh, maybe I'll grab it and I can show you guys. And then yeah, so 1 second. Did I talk about the sleep shirt? It's just a long sleeve. I don't remember. What's it made of? There's definitely no cotton. Okay, so I also have a compression sack here. It looks kind of big, but dang it, I can make this really tiny. I got my sleeping bag in it. Anything else that I think should be water protected, which is all my clothing for sleeping, and my down jacket. Yeah, I kind of stuff that stuff inside it, and it does really well. I used to do this and Ziploc bags for the clothing. Not needed. So it's easier to pack that way too. So that's what I've got in the main part of my pack, with the lower region, just my sleep system basically. So yeah, all right. Well, no cotton. Make it a great day, guys, and I will see you next time. Always think and share.